Hi, I'm Marika from CATS, and today I'm going to talk to you about online therapy, or teletherapy, or telepractice, or virtual therapy, or remote therapy. They're all the same thing. Online therapy has been around for more than 10 years, but 2020 has pushed that to center stage. In CATS, we've been using online therapy lately because it has been so convenient for the parents we work with, the children we work with, and the adults we work with. It is time saving, it saves on travel, it is lots of fun.
He absolutely loves it. I love it because I feel I'm seeing everything that he's getting to do. I can see his progress. Jennifer is sending me on the information through emails that I'm working with. I find it just works around the day much better. And I'm also going to incorporate the school, that the school can do an online therapy with Jennifer, with Jake while he's in the ASD class, and that we can all be on the same program basically, and all working together.
I think the online sessions are much more interesting for my child, especially. Like he really likes the online things, so he really enjoys the online session with Marika.
It has been brilliant for us. It really has helped us. He's come on so much in the last 6 months. He's able to understand us. He's even starting to make little sounds and words. And it also gives me that bit of help and support that I've always needed.
Without a shadow of doubt, don't think twice on doing the Zoom consults because they're incredible, absolutely incredible, so well set up, such an amazing service. I've been recommending them everywhere. I work with special needs children myself, and I've seen different types of setups, and by far this just tops it all. Absolutely amazing service, and yeah, give the Zoom a go and you won't regret it.
Our client feedback supports what the research is telling us about the success of teletherapy. Our parents have been saying that they found it much better than they ever dreamed of. Our kids we work with are so excited about doing their therapy sessions and say it's lots of fun. Our adult clients are telling us that it's even more convenient than face-to-face, so they actually prefer it to face-to-face. Since CAT started online therapy, we had a few frequently asked questions about the process of online therapy and what to expect. We're going to answer some of the questions here. Sometimes people ask us, how does online therapy work with young children, so children under 4? It works very similar to face-to-face therapy. The speech and language therapist prepares lots of fun activities that help a child engage into that session. We also incorporate some movement activities, some games. We never expect a child to sit in front of that computer quietly for half an hour, because you wouldn't expect that in face-to-face therapy either. I just wanted to show you some of the activities we use when we work with kids doing online speech and language therapy. As you can see, I have a background behind me. For those seeing me on the other side, that's a green screen behind me that we're projecting the image on. So we use some fun backgrounds to engage a child into the activity itself. So what I might do is I might change the background as I'm talking so that we can pick something else that a kid might be interested in. So we might change the activity to the background to Paw Patrol, or we might change it to a background with some dinosaurs, so that we can use the interest of the child as we are doing this session as well. So let's pick a background to go with for the moment, and then I want to show you some of the activities we use. So I'm going to share the screen like I would in a therapy session, and I'm going to show you one of our virtual therapy rooms. So this is my virtual therapy room. That's me. You'll see me waving, and then I can go to various areas in the therapy room and share that as well. So I'll go to games, which is my fun swing, and I might go to our Daniel dress up activity, because a lot of kids like Daniel Tiger at the moment. So then I can go directly to the website and we can start playing a fun game.
Hi, neighbor. We're playing dress up. You can help us try on all kinds of different dress up clothes.
So when we do the dress up, we might work on vocabulary, or we might do this task as a reward game. We can pick lots of
What
different...
do you like to pretend to be?
We can do lots of different helmets. We can choose another outfit. Maybe Daniel wants to wear a dress, or maybe we want to give him a beard, and we can practice some of our fluency strategies. We can work on vocabulary, or we can use this as a little reward task. And then I can go back to my therapy room, and we can go maybe and watch a video, or we can watch a song. So I might be able to go to some of the super simple songs on YouTube, and we can do that song. So as we're doing the song, I might pause and we might sign, or we might sing along, or we might talk about what we were doing. So there are lots of different fun ways to engage kids as we do this. Another way we can do this in a fun way is we can maybe share our iPad and we can play a little peekaboo game. So then I can activate the game. So we can talk about opening the door, or who is in there, and we can open the door and have a look. Hi, cow.
Cow.
And then we can close the door. And we can see who's next. So there are lots of fun ways to use the iPad as well within sessions to make it really interesting. Another way we can do an activity is by using our green screen. So when I maybe want to work on some of our sounds, for example, I will change my background to switch on something that I can use objects with and actually interact with the screen behind me. What's great about this as well is that the kids can see me better, because I don't have to compete with another screen. And now I can take our surprise bag, we can have a look inside our bag and see whether we have like a throat sound, like a g sound. So we're going to, when we get a throat sound, we're going to take our little crocodile here and we're going to feed him. So we've got Eddie, our tongue tip sound dinosaur, over here, and then we've got Greg over here, Greg the crocodile, who we're going to feed here. So we're going to see what's in our bag, and we can say, oh wow, we've got a teddy. Teddy has a tongue tip sound. So now that means he has to go into Eddie's mouth. So in we go, and we put him, oh, and Eddie ate the teddy. Oh my goodness, who would have ever thought that? And then we dig into our bag again. Oh, we've got glasses. So glasses have a throat sound. So now we can put it. Oh, the crocodile is going to eat the sunglasses. Here he goes. Oh, and he ate it all up and went into the back of his throat. And that is how we talk about our tongue tip throat sounds, using a green screen activity and using our objects. There are lots of different ways we can use green screen for those activities, but it's great to be able to take this, and it looks like magic because the kids don't see all the tricks behind me that they don't know about. All they know is that Eddie and Greg have had a nice little meal of whatever toys we have in our bag. So when we do all these activities and we use all the technology to our advantage, the main idea is to make online therapy really fun, really engaging for children. And to be honest, it's a way to actually use more things than we would be able to use in face-to-face. So in some ways, it's even better. So it is the speech and language therapist's responsibility to make it as fun and engaging as possible. Another way we help engage children is using parent coaching. This is, again, similar to what we do in face-to-face therapy. The reason why we use parent coaching and involve parents is to help with progress. Because like we have when we do a physio and we have to do the exercises at home, if you don't do your exercises, you're not going to see the progress over time. Speech and language therapy is the same. We can't see that same progress by just doing a therapy session for half an hour a week or half an hour every 2 weeks. We're going to see the progress by the practice being done at home every day. And the only person who can help with that daily practice is the parent. So why do we need the parent to help engage the child? The difference with face-to-face and online therapy is a parent is going to be our eyes and our hands to help make this as engaging and as fun as possible. Now we, as speech and language therapists, help the parent prepare for that. We might tell them what kind of activities to prepare for the session. We might prepare water play activity for young children to really engage them in a fun activity that I like to do at home. That will be on the floor, maybe in the kitchen, protecting the floor with some towels and a bowl, and then we're going to have lots of fun together. And then the therapist coaches the parent through what kind of things they can talk about and how they can work on the goals that was identified to work on the child's speech and language goals along with the parent. Then what we do when we do parent coaching, we really then help facilitate more learning by being really actively involving the parent, actively involving a child in a really fun activity, and in that way we get our progress. Speech and language therapy is not a magic wand. We really need to use everybody in that child's environment to see that progress. CATS also have online workshops that we have available for all the families we work with, and we then give our parents access to those courses to do them in between sessions to learn about some of the strategies we use and also be able to view some of the video examples of maybe how to use some of those strategies. Our parents have found that really helpful as another tool to help learn how to help support their child's speech and language needs. So another question is, what about the technology? Now, all you need to be able to do an online therapy session at home is a laptop, a tablet, and if you're really stuck, you can use a phone. A phone is not ideal because the screen is so small, but in an emergency, it's definitely useful. You also don't need to have a really strong Wi-Fi signal. All you need is something slow but stable. And if you can use Facebook or you can do a Skype call at home, that'll be a strong enough signal to do online therapy. The speech and language therapist is there to also help you sort out any of those technical gremlins, and we'll be there to help you in how we can work on some of those settings. So we are there to help support you in getting those bugs solved so that you can have a really successful session. The other aspect of setting up for technology is how you set up the session at home. We don't need to have a view of the house at all. What you can do is you can have the device facing the wall, you're sitting in front of a wall or where there's a blank surface, that's absolutely fine. And we'll be able to do all our activities there. For young children, you might set them at a small table or on the floor, that's absolutely fine as well, just so that they're comfortable and that they can focus on what we're doing.